All right, how you doing? This is Michael Ling, and I'm gonna start a little something here I've been kind of wanting to do for a while. I want to do a little football talk. As you can see from my shirt, I'm a 49er fan, and it's funny that I end up wanting to start something like this on the day after they lose for only the second time this season against the Baltimore Ravens. Um, yeah, I want to talk about that. I'd like to talk about a few other things too. See how this goes, see if this takes off any, what happens, and we'll go from there. But I guess we could start off talking about that game. And I could tell you, from being a 49er fan, as long as I've been a 49er fan, that was probably the hardest loss I ever had to watch. I mean, it was depressing for me. Uh, the team was 9-1. I mean, we were on a roll. It seemed like we could. I mean, this is the first time in a long time that I felt like this team could beat anybody. And then, but we have to get to reality here. It was what it was. Um, that's what happens to a team who comes off of a tough divisional game that they won, had a short week, had to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast for a game. Um, I know they don't want to use it as an excuse, and I wouldn't either if I was them. But I mean, it showed. You got people that were injured last game that couldn't play. One of them did. Although he didn't look like he was fully 100% because he got beat a few times for some of them sacks. Um, then we lost somebody in that game, Adam Snyder, which only got made things worse because Chilo Rochelle came in and he didn't know what to do. Uh, I mean, Harbaugh's got confidence in him. I can understand that he needs to. I mean, if he doesn't have confidence in him, how is Chilo ever gonna, do it? But I mean, truth be told, the guy obviously he couldn't stop nobody. He confused people. He made other people mess up by him not doing what he should have been doing. I mean, there's a lot of things with that. Plus, despite all the stuff they had to go through and how the deck was stacked against them, they still had some plays out there that if you know I see really three key plays in the game that if two of them, even one or two of them go the 49ers way, we might be talking about a win right now. I mean, number one in my mind has got to be that 75-yard touchdown that was called back to Ted Ginn. I mean, they caught him. I mean, they had him. Alex threw that ball up there. Ted came down with it, broke from the tackle, gone, touchdown. I mean, wow. I don't see plays like that very often from the 49ers this year. They're kind of a, don't make mistakes kind of whatever kind of team. And then just to see the penalty, I'm like, okay, yeah, Gore chop blocked him. Chilo pushed him. All right. Is that really? I mean, yeah, there is a rule that you can't, whatever. But I mean, they even talked about it in the game. They said he wasn't really engaged. He was already chopped, and Chilo just kind of like put his hands on him. Like that really isn't the definition of the high-low rule. I mean, he wasn't in danger of being injured. There's really was no reason to call such a call, but and then again, you got people like Jim Harbaugh that would say, well, that was good, that was the right call. But I don't know. I mean, that one, I was so mad at Chilo. And then as the game got worse, it got gone on, and it just got worse for us, and we ended up losing. And I'm thinking, damn, how important was that? That was number one. Number two was the pass interference call on Terrell Brown when he got an interception. I mean, they're both fighting for the ball. They both have a right to the ball. They want to say he was holding the guy's arm. Well, what I'm seeing is Torrey Smith pushing Terrell Brown away, and Terrell Brown seeing the ball's coming, and he's trying to go up with it, so their hands got tangled. I don't think he honestly held him, to tell you the truth. I think Torrey Smith was trying to push him away, and if anything, you should have called it on him because he was trying to stop a defender from his option of coming after the ball. And the defender he was looking at the ball and everything. It wasn't like he wasn't looking. I mean, he was looking at the ball and he caught it. I mean, in all actuality, that should have never happened either. And there's another one that could have probably taken 3 points off the board for them. It could have been worse. They could have scored a touchdown after that call, but no, we stopped them, and they only got 3 points, which is cool, good. But imagine if the interception stays, they don't get 3 points there, and who knows what happens after the interception? Maybe it's a momentum turner, and then we drive down the field and score ourselves, either a field goal or a touchdown. And even if nothing happens on that drive, we took that 3 points off the board. I mean, plain and simple. And then, of course, the third one has to be the interception at the end of the half. Alex, they're driving. They had the opportunity to get points. They were only down by 3. They could have at least tied or taken the lead. I mean, I don't want to blame it on Alex because I saw what he was trying to do too. You got Braylon Edwards. You got against his DB. He's trying to throw a jump ball for him. Miscommunication, whatever the case may be. He thought he was going to go inside. Edwards went outside. But right there is a killer, because we could have gotten something, even if it was just a field goal, and we went at halftime 6-6. Then the next time we get the field goal, it's 9, and then when they get the touchdown, we're not down by 10. We're only down by 7. I don't know, I mean, yeah, we didn't do anything after that anyway, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they never get the touchdown. Maybe it changes momentum right there at the half, and then they come out in the second half and then just, But nothing against the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens have a good team. I knew they had a good team anyway. I mean, I don't know what the heck was going through their mind to lose to Seattle. Who else did they lose to? I don't even remember. But it was like I guess it was right when they said that these two teams were the same, because that's how our team is. Our team usually plays down to the crappy teams, except for we ended up winning when we did play down to them, and we play up to the good teams, except for last night. But I don't know. It just was too much for them to overcome. Although, like I said, if those 3 plays were different, they probably could have overcome and won. But that's that with that. You guys probably have, I don't know what you guys think about it. Any other 49er fans out there, or just fans of football in general that watched the game and really didn't care who won. What did you guys think? Did you think that we were just that bad, or, was it a couple of plays that, I mean, that's how I feel. A couple of plays just come our way and different game. Then John's the one trying to explain how, whatever. And, Jim's the one that wins. And we don't listen to Terrell Suggs at the end of the game talking all the stuff that he talking. And all that celebration crap that they were doing was for naught. And the fans chanting was for naught. And this is the perfect time to shove this up somebody's face and be like, oh, yeah, you want to taunt? You want to talk trash? Now what? But no. I mean, kind of what they used to do when they were losing. You wanted them to slap somebody in the face and be like, hey, talk about me, and then they wouldn't, and it would piss you off. That was pissed me off, at least. But let's talk about the NFL in general. I mean, Packers are 11-0. Can anyone beat them? I don't know. I mean, maybe when it comes playoff time, it could be a different story. Who knows? Then to see what happens with the, because the Cowboys are still in front. Giants have to play the Saints and then Green Bay. Sounds like they're in trouble. I think Dallas might take the division. But you never know. Maybe the Giants is the team, the one that beats Green Bay. Sure, they can beat New Orleans too if they really wanted to. I mean, I think they're a good team too. We beat them, but it wasn't like we blew them out or anything. They were definitely in the game. I'm glad we won, though. Bragging rights of my friends. I'm from New Jersey, Giants fans. Then you got my cousin, the Philadelphia Eagle fan. We beat. The only one that I never got to really do anything about was the Cowboys game with my other friend Alan, who was a Cowboys fan. And, just didn't get it done. Instead, I had to get a text from him telling me, too bad. But whatever. That's whatever. That's whatever. I don't know. The Tebow thing is interesting. You know what I find funny about the Tebow thing? I know a lot of people don't like Tebow. I know some other guys, they hate his guts. I mean, I don't know why they hate his guts so much. I mean, the guy just works hard. He's not super talented, but the guy wants to win, and a lot of the times he wins, and he does it in unorthodox. But one thing that always bothers me about the whole thing with him is because you always hear all the time, you can't run this kind of offense in the NFL. You can't run this kind of offense in the NFL. And I know one of them was the option. I've heard for years nobody can run the option in the NFL. People would pick on it quick, and it would be over with. It's like any other offense, every other offense that comes in brand new that nobody's ever used before. You sneak up on people. Remember the Wildcat with the Dolphins? I mean, they went on a nice long streak. You know, they did pretty well with it. This is another one. People said, no, you can't do this in the NFL. Yes, you can. Tebow is winning with it. How long is he going to continue to win with? I don't know. Perhaps at some point it'll get shut down. But it's a good offense. And it's an offense that a lot of colleges run. It's an offense that a lot of high schools run. Mine was one of them. And I know there was plenty of other. There's not a whole lot of airing it out in high school, although there are, obviously, because there were some quarterbacks that come out of high school who throw 5 touchdowns, a game, for 400 yards, 500 yards. I mean, it happens, but it's rare. You usually don't see anybody airing it out like that. A lot of time it's a heavy run, wishbone, whatever, option, whatever the case may be. But I believe that you could do the same thing if you come in the NFL with a pistol offense. That's another one that everyone says, oh, it's gimmicky and it would never work in the NFL. That's so not true. I mean, it's just like running the option. It's just like running a Wildcat. It's just like running a lot of offenses when they first come in the NFL. It'll work. It'll work. Colin Kaepernick, guy in San Francisco, and Alex Smith. I mean, he kind of ran that kind of Urban Meyer offense. Could have ran it. Still can run it if the case needs to be done. Honestly, I think it should be something we should have in our playbook. I know our playbook just has not been fully done anyway, just because of no offseason and all that. We're still learning the playbook as we go, so maybe it might be something they put in at some point for either for Colin or for Alex or for both, just to have that in there because it'll work the first few times. You're going to get away with it for some games, and if you don't, and especially if it's not your main offense, it's just a few plays you got just to mix it up, just to be different, to throw some people off. You may be able to use it for a season, like that, because you just take it and want to take it, you run it, and then you don't know if it's going to come. You try to game plan for it, then we don't run it, but then the next time we do, I don't know. To me, it sounds like it would be a good idea, and that's one thing about the Tebow thing that bugs me. People just wanted to say like, "Oh, you just can't run the option." No, you can if you got the right people. If you got a guy like Tebow, I know Vic could probably run it. Vince Young could run it really well. I mean, it would work, and it has worked. It has worked for Tebow. Tebow's not throwing that many yards, that many passes. He's throwing them, yeah, because he's catching people off guard. Because now it's becoming like the run, Instead of you passing and running to people to keep people honest, he's running and passing to keep people honest. Like, oh, you better back up out of the box because I'm going to throw this over your head, touchdown, and we're in there. But I don't know. There's just a lot of things going on in the NFL right now. But overall I'm happy. The 49ers 9-2, second best team in the NFC. And they're only going to get better. I mean, they're just going to have to keep fighting and keep doing whatever. But they're only going to get better. That's just how it's going to be. The way I like to kind of do this thing, hopefully maybe you leave some comments on this YouTube page of questions maybe for the next time I do a show. Maybe you want to know, maybe you want me to talk about your team or what you think about some games you saw or whatever. Like upcoming games, like, wow, did you see that player? Whoa, did you see that game? That game was crazy. Please do that. I want to interact. I want to do this like a fan thing. I want to read your questions on here. I want to be like, hey, this guy said this. Give my opinion. Maybe if it gets bigger, I can have other people on who can give their opinion. Get some people that are not just 49er fans. Maybe I can get some, other team fans to do something. Maybe people can send in videos and I could edit it in, and you can see your question or, your analysis about something on this YouTube show. It's just something I'm going to try. See how it works. If you guys, roll with me, we can do this. We can do this. We can talk. We can talk football. We can talk video games if you want. Just let you know I'm a game design student right now. Full Sail University, bachelor's degree I'm working on. So we can talk about that. I don't know. I just wanted to try something here. I want to have like a regular YouTube show. I want to do these, but I want some interaction. Like I said, I want to have you guys. What do you guys think? Even if you're gonna come on and tell me my Niners suck, whatever. Come on, tell me. I want to hear. I want to. I want to defend my team because I know that they don't. Not this year, and hopefully not for the foreseeable future either. Hopefully it's those 8 years in the past is in the past, and we're about to go to the future. We're about to start winning some Super Bowls again. I can start bragging again. Enough of this. You're a 49er fan? No, no more of that stuff. But feel free to come in and tell me how you feel, because I know there are Dallas fans out there that want to say something. I know there are people of other teams. Maybe they just want to come on and talk about their team, or maybe they want to come on and tell me my Niners suck. Whatever. I want that interaction. Let's do that. Like I said, I can. If you send me videos, I can try to edit them. I'll go ahead and end this one. It's kind of a long one, but I'm rambling on. But yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll get some more stuff from you guys, videos or whatever. I think I'll put my email in the description here. Give you a chance to send me some things, videos, and different stuff we can put in. And the next one will be even better than this one. But hey, this is my first one. It's a start. All right, thanks for joining me if you did. All right, hopefully I'll see you next video.